Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you very much for coming and spending some more time with me today. So this is my weekly Flosstube update. We are into mid-November. It's very cold. Jumper, polo neck, hoodie, the lot. I am so cold. Me and Andy have actually brought an extra heater into the house. It's the one that normally sits in my conservatory, but it's so cold at the moment. I've only just taken my gloves off. I've been sat working with my gloves on. What?
You can be quiet.
Come here, what? What matter? Come here.
You can be very quiet.
Oh, no, she doesn't want to come up. I thought she would have done, but she doesn't. Yeah, so me and Andy are really cold at the moment. And according to my weather app, we are expecting some snow. And if we get snow, I am definitely hibernating. But there we go. Anyway, you've not come here for that. You come here for the stitching. So this last week, I've had a phenomenal week with stitches. I have done 9,900 stitches. I had a superb weekend. I had lots of time to stitch. I wasn't in the office, and I literally stitched every moment I could get, and made sure that any stitching time I took full advantage of it. So I've worked on 5 projects, and across those 5, as I said, 9,900 stitches. So let's show you what I've been working on. I'm just I'm proper happy about that. Oh hi. Oh hi. You can say hi. Say hi. Angel. No, see, when I go to pick her up, she jumps off. Hey, dear, you silly move. Hey. Come on. Let's see if I can move the camera. There we go. There's a little angel pants. Angel. Say hi. Yeah. There we are. Get to see a little angel. It's purring as well. Okay. So let's just move the camera back. First one I've worked on is this piece. This is my Realm of Middle Earth map. It's a Tilton Crafts piece. It was out on a stitch with me this week. It will be my Sunday stitch next week. What have I done on this one? I've put in 1,000 stitches. 33.76 to 33.88%. And I haven't done any more part threads, but I have worked in, and I've got 2 or 3 columns I think completed there. The camera seems to be drooping now. Oh, there we go, that's better. 2 or 3 columns filled in. You stitched 1 over 1 full cross on some 25 count fabric. So this will be my Sunday stitch this week, and at 33.88%, there's every chance that we will go over 34%, which will be great. So what I will do is on Sunday, I will work like the clappers on this, try and get in some more of these part threads, and then it will be the stitch on my live stream. So that is that. Okay, what have I worked on next? It's had 1,000 stitches, that one. Next one I've worked on, be distracted now by a catto, because I know I can hear her purring. It's I can just hear the noise. Oh, excuse me. Right, okay, next one I have worked on, I turned my rotation off last night, is this one. This is Envy. Artwork is by Marta Dahlig, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. One of the 7 deadly sins, number 2 for me, after already completing Avarice, which is currently being degridded, ready for a wash. It's taken me a while to do that, but long story. I've enabled at least 2 people to go ahead and buy this one. So Envy has had 1,000 stitches, 37.92 to 38.33%. Stitched 1 over 1 full cross on some 25 count Lugana. This was also out in stitch with me, and as you can see, we've had more skirt. So we are just literally filling in the skirt on this one. I'm not going to show it full on this week, but yeah, it's looking, you know, there's an awful lot of shades of green in this. I mean, there must be 50 shades of green, you know, and sort of the greyish greens and the yellowish greens and the bluish greens and the greeny greens and the bright greens and the emerald greens, and you know, and they all sort of mix together to create this wonderful, you can almost feel the folds of the skirt, you know. So but yeah, that's Envy. Okay, right, next one I have worked on is this one. This is a stitching shelf, artwork by Aimee Stewart and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'm doing the regular size max colour, so 375,000 stitches all in. This has had 1,000 stitches this week, 24.2 to 24.47%. Where did I work? Yeah, so back at the very left hand side, and I have been filling in this row here just above my finger, and I've got to about here where it's filled in completely, and obviously I've put in some other stitches around as well. So yeah, this is on some 25 count fabric, and it's 1/1 full cross, and I can just about show the full thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually doing my whip parade, because what I'll do is I'll scroll it out of the frame a little bit so you can see the whole thing, because that spring shelf is just very close to complete now, and it's just looking lovely. I like that one. That's my stitching shelf. Okay, if you joined me for my live stream last night, you will have seen me working on this piece. This is my Lord of the Rings stained glass, and I'm colour completing the black first, and then I will fill in the stained glass segments of it. I just wanted to fill in the black framework. It's just a way of, I was asked about this last night, do I get bored stitching one colour? But no, not really. It's just a way of doing this piece so that it keeps me interested in it. And as well as that, I started off with like 120,000 black stitches. Just to see that number coming down and down, it's really, really nice. Plus it does give me a break from other pieces which are high confetti, like stitching shelf, with it being a max colour, is high confetti. She Sleeps can be high confetti, and Sailing Fairy can be high confetti, so it gives me that break. And I'm sure you guys have noticed that stitching my pieces in different ways, I still get the same progress, and I'm not bored. I've not UFO'd one of my pieces. I've got ones I haven't worked on for a while, but I haven't UFO'd them. So this one I got 2,000 stitches in over Sunday, because it was my Sunday stitch, and with it all being in black, of course, that's, you know, dead easy to do really. So I'll show you where those 2,000 stitches are. So we're in the bottom archway here. Let me just curl that up actually. So there's the top of the archway, which I'd already done, and then there you can actually see that that is the start of the framework, the outline of Legolas. So we're getting a character. You can see that's where his hair is, the bow and what have you going across his body. So this is on 18 count, 2/1 full cross, and yeah, so the line across, anything that's underneath this line across, I did on Sunday. So that is the 2,000 stitches. So really pleased with the progress. So it has moved from 12.41 to 12.97%. Did I give the percentages for stitching shelf? I think I did, didn't I? Oh, Andy's not listening.
No, so.
Stitching shelf went 24.2 to 24.47. But yeah, 12.41 to 12.97%, 2,000 stitches, a really good stitchy day on my Lord of the Rings stained glass. So yeah, really, really pleased. So the last one that I worked on is the one that has had the biggest, the lion's share of the stitches this week. And that is my Focus for a Finish, which is She Sleeps. This is artwork by Stephanie Poimon-Law and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And again, I'm doing the regular size max colour version. This week it has had a whopping 4,900 stitches, and it's gone from 59.53 to 62.82%. So I am on track to get in my 10% in November, which I wanted, but I'm also on track to get this one to 70% by the end of the year. Now, I'm going to send a photo across to Andy, which he's going to put in here.
Of what?
So this is, because I've moved the hoop, this is the right hand side of She Sleeps. So as you can see from that photograph, I got right over to the right hand side, and I've moved back to the left. And on the left hand side here, I've started again with more skin. Now here I've got a huge patch of 712. So my next plan is to work around that patch, and then I just need to sit and fill that in. So yes, I've done 4,900 stitches, but quite a lot of these ones were very blocky. And of course, you know me, if you give me a block stitching, I can whiz that in no time at all. Just move that part thread. So yeah, there we go. So She Sleeps is looking fantastic. So we are doing again a pass of about 30 stitches deep. So everything below this line here is finished up to the edge there, and yeah, it's just coming along beautifully. I absolutely love her. So on this pass I will get this big patch of 712 done, and then obviously we'll be finishing these berries, and then we move back into dark pinks. So that is her. Did I tell you what it was? Yes, I think I did, didn't I? My memory's terrible today, as you can see. Yeah, 62.82% we've ended up on, and I was at, I think, 57% at the start of the book. The book here, I could look, couldn't I? And it's stitched 2 over 1 on some 20 count fabric. Yeah, so on the 4th of November we were at 55%, so, and currently we're at 62%, so we've put about 7% on already this month. So I'm really happy with the progress on that. So yeah, that's what I've done. Okay, so this week on the channel we have coming up, there will be a Stitch With Me ASMR style, and that will have the Strelkina, Nadia Strelkina Sailing Fairy, my Paine Free Crafts kit. Then we'll have an alternative Stitch With Me, which will have Daughter of the Deep. Night Cafe will be out for some rotation stitches, and then the Realm of Middle Earth map will be out on Sunday for my Sunday stitch, and of course I will be fitting in She Sleeps in between. According to Stitch Pal, last time I checked, it is a late November estimated finish time for She Sleeps. I think it was like the 30th of November or something like that, at a rate of about 155 stitches a day. Now, clearly I am doing more than an average of 155 stitches a day, and I'm hopeful that I can get She Sleeps finished in March or April next year. If I can do it sooner, I want to do it sooner, but I'm hopeful for a March or April finish. Then what I will do is Night Cafe will then be bumped up to Focus for a Finish. I had a bit of a soul search about this, because I figured I was going to do a secondary rotation with my 4 biggest pieces, but then I thought, well, if I do that, then the finish times are still going to be extending every time I work on them. And as you guys know, I am a process and progress stitcher. I do like to see progress. So what I figured that I would do is, I want to get at least 2 finishes next year, one of which will be she sleeps. I will have a look at my mid-year whip parade potentially after I've done all of my starts and decide what my other focus for a finish will be. But in the in-between time, between she sleeps being done and my summer whip parade, I will want to work on Night Cafe as much as I can. The biggest piece I've got is almost 1 million stitches, 991,008 stitches, and I have done 31,000. It's at 3.19%. If I can get that piece up to, I know it's reaching for the stars, but if I can get it to 10% next year, I'd be thrilled. And 10% means that 9 times 7, what's 9 times 7?
63.
More than 63,000 stitches, which could be a big ask. But, you know, but then what I'm going to do is, like I said, have a look in my mid-year whip parade and see, have I got a piece that I could focus on a finish and finish in the second half of next year if I do she sleeps in the first. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, other stuff. Haul. No haul. Still haven't got the patterns from Unconventional Cross Stitch or X Stitch. Still haven't really decided how I'm going to say that. I've decided not to buy any more fabric and just use what I have. I've got a bolt of 28 count. I've got some 16 count. I've got some 18 count. I've got some 14 count. You know, I've got plenty of fabric. The only thing I haven't got left is any more 25 count, easy count. But I've got 28 count, which I can use. So, in fact, I might have an ungridded 25 count. I'll have to have another look in my bolts of fabric. So I haven't got any fabric yet. I haven't done any other crafting. I haven't been doing any crochet lately. I know I'm doing my friend's blanket for work, but I haven't worked on it recently because what I've been doing is in between calls at work, I've been taking grid lines out of Avarice still, which is taking me a lot longer than I expected. But there we go. Other news. Weight loss stayed the same. A little frustrated, but it's not again. There's not an awful lot I can do. My body will just lose this weight when it wants to lose this weight. At the moment, I think I could shiver off a few pounds. And I'm perpetually cold, and I think everybody's fed up of hearing me saying that I'm cold. Hannah says, I'm always cold too. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you've always been slim. And me, I've just got thinner and I've lost my insulation. So for me, it's like a new experience being this cold. But yeah, I will get there. I'm pretty sure. But I think that is everything. Just my usual reminders. So 3 videos will be coming up in a minute. If you've not seen them, please do take a few minutes to take a look. I release my Flosstubes on Tuesday, Stitch With Me's on Thursdays and Saturdays, and then I live stream at 7:30 p.m. UK time, Wednesdays and Sundays. If you're not joined Simply a Stitcher and Friends Facebook group, there's a link in the description box below, as is links to my other socials and my Buy Me a Coffee. So, you know, do join the group because we do have lots of, you know, nice, engaging stuff going on in there. Plus, I am starting threads in there as well about stuff that we can talk about on the live stream. Like this week it was, what's your long-term plan? What's your plan for next year? You know, do you have a plan? If so, pop it down. You know, I've had other suggestions like Oldest Whip, Stitchy Corner, you know, and other sort of bits and pieces. So, you know, do join and get involved in that. It'd be really, really lovely to have you guys in there. Over 220 people in there at the moment, and it's just a real, real nice little group, and I absolutely love it.
Have you sent that picture yet?
I haven't sent the picture yet. I'll send it in a minute. I can't send the picture because it's on the phone that I'm recording my Flosstube video.
Of course, yes, ignore me.
Andy's jumping the gun again. But yeah, I mean, what the idea as well on the live streams is we're going to try and do some fun things as well, particularly in the run up to Christmas. We've already got one fun thing that's hopefully going to be happening in the next couple of weeks, depending upon who turns up in the live stream. I'm waiting for a particular person to show up in the live stream, and then me and Andy have got something fun to do, haven't we, love?
We can always give her a prod and
No,
say,
no,
could you please turn up?
no. I'm not going to prod anybody. I'm too polite for that. It's the kind of thing that it will keep. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm on lunch break from work. I've got a bit of stitching to do. I've got all of this lot to put away, and I'm cold. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye for now.